guys, welcome to my kitchen and welcome back to my channel. If you're here for the first time, welcome to my channel. I'm Tembo and I'm here with another video. Please consider subscribing and join the family. So in today's video, I will be showing you guys how to bake a chocolate cake. So tomorrow is my birthday and I'm just getting ready to bake myself a chocolate cake. So yeah, we are going to start. There's 2 cups of flour here. I've got my sieve. So make sure to sieve your ingredients. Okay, so that's 2 cups of flour. And then I've got like 3 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. We sieve that as well. And then 1 1/2 teaspoon baking powder, 1 1/2 teaspoon baking soda, and 1 teaspoon salt. And 2 cups of castor sugar. So after that, you make sure that you mix the dry ingredients together. I love to use my flattened cooking stick. I'm not really a big user of the mixer, so some people like to use mixers, that's okay, but I just feel the mixer like wastes a bit of time, so I just go in with my cooking stick. Just make sure to mix all the ingredients, all the dry ingredients properly. And now for the wet ingredients, we have 2 eggs. One cup of fresh milk. And then a cup of coffee. Yeah. Yeah, there's that. Mix everything well together, and that's the consistency we are looking for. So I went in with my vanilla essence. Please use your teaspoon. 2 teaspoons is fine. Do not be like me. Do as I say and not as I do. Then after that, you oil your pans with margarine. Not so much, just a generous amount. Thereafter, I added my wax paper so that my cake does not stick. So make sure to do that for both. And whilst you're doing that, your oven should be preheated at 180 degrees and you bake your cakes for 35 minutes. Okay, so I'm about to make my cream. You're going to need some margarine, fresh milk, icing sugar, vanilla essence, and your cocoa. And of course, your hand mixer. Yeah. Okay. So at this point, I'm just whipping the butter. So the butter is at room temperature. Everything actually I used is at room temperature. So you have to whip the butter, making sure that it becomes fluffy. Yeah, like it has that fluffiness in it. Like you could tell from the way it changes, because margarine naturally is yellowish. So yeah, when you whip it, that's the consistency that you want it to look like. It should be creamy. And yeah, you just do that continuously until you get to the texture that you want. After that, it should look something like that, and you're good to add your icing sugar. So for icing sugar, you add it in bits. yeah, you add it in bits. Preferably you can use a tablespoon, but for me, since I had to record, I just like eyeballed it. I didn't even measure or do any measurements. So yeah, after the margarine, you add in the icing sugar. Then you go in, oh my goodness, you go in with your milk and your vanilla extract or vanilla essence. Then you whisk that together, you whip that together rather, and at this point your cream is coming together. Then lastly, you add your cocoa, because I'm making a chocolate cake, so I need the cocoa. But I separated some vanilla cream. I put some vanilla cream separately because I needed to use it at the end, which you will see. Yeah, so you just whip that together, and that's your cream. As simple as eating cake. Yeah, so that's what my cream looks like. So my cakes are out of the oven, and that's what they look like. You have to wait for the cakes to cool before you decide to cut them. So I'm cutting the top part of the cake because I need it to be as flat as possible for me to cream it. So make sure you cut the top of your cake. Do that for both cakes. Yeah, so I'm just making sure that we really have a flat surface for the cream to lay there properly. This really takes time. Like, baking is art. It's an art on its own. So yeah, you really have to take your time. You do that for both. Make sure they are both flattened. Yeah. Yes. So there, I'm just trying to see which one is bigger than the other, so that the bigger one should go down. So obviously that's the bigger one, and it goes down, and I'm starting to cream my cake. As I said, like, cake is an art, like everything, especially creaming really takes time, so you really have to take your time. That's why at some point I went off camera just to make sure that I took my time in doing the creaming and all. So that's the first layer of the cream, so you really have to take your time here. Okay, so I'll get the next one and put it on top upside down, because we really want a flat, the top of our cake to be very flat and even. So I continued with creaming the top part, and make sure to fill in the sides. So you start with the sides, and you make sure you fill that in very, very well. Yeah, I hope you guys are learning one or two things. Yeah, so as I said, I did this off camera, and I'll be back with an already creamed cake. Bye. So guys, I'm back with a fully creamed cake, and that's what my cake looks like. So that's my chocolate ganache. I made the ganache using the Bornaville dark chocolate, some warm milk, and a bit of butter. So that's how come you have the ganache. Yeah, so there's something that I needed to use for placing the drip on the cake, but because I didn't have that, I just went in with my spoon. And this is the first time I'm doing a drip cake, so let's see how that goes. Guys, voiceovers are stressful. Remind me not to do this ever again. So yeah, I'm just going in with my drip, and then I go in on the center and just make sure that is evenly distributed around the cake. Yeah, and once you're satisfied with that, you continue with the decorations. So I'm just going in with my strawberries at the moment. Just look at how that red pops with the dark brown, with the dark chocolate. And as I said earlier, guys, baking is an art. So when I tell you I'm an artist, do not argue. I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so after the strawberries, I think I went in with my chocolate balls. Yeah, went in with my chocolate balls just to enhance the look, to give it that oomph. Don't mind me, guys, like I'm so bad at voiceovers. Yeah, so for the middle I just chopped a strawberry in half, and I was left with some vanilla cream, and that's what I'm going to use for the remaining part of the decorations. I thought it was going to look so dull if I just went in with the chocolate, as in the chocolate cream, so I decided to save a bit of some vanilla cream for this right here. Yeah, and it looks good. I love it. I love it. So we are almost done, and you notice I've been turning the cake tray like over and over and over again. I actually need a cake turner. That would make my work so much easier. So yeah, and we're done. We're done, guys. We're done. So those are just the final touches. The strawberries on the side and the happy birthday, and this
and we're done. Yeah, so thumbs this video up, share with somebody, subscribe. Yeah, I think that's about it. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
Thank you guys so much for watching and for joining me in my kitchen. Don't forget to thumbs this video up if you liked it, share it with somebody, and subscribe. Till next time, bye bye.